everyone, and welcome back to our monthly Sunday tournament here at
Eternal
Great Oak
Sunday.
Games. Yeah, it's because it's every day is a Sunday. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside Ben Huang.
Hello.
Right, need to go and change the commentators' names.
Yeah, let's change that.
Where's-
Unless you want me to pretend to be Alfian.
I don't know.
Oh, hey guys. My name is Alfian. I like weep girls. I like
Right.
waifus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please
Okay,
kill
back
me.
to being Ben.
Okay.
So we have Steven that we saw in previous rounds playing against Songi. Songi, on our pro team.
Yeah.
Our wearing the Grey Oak Games jersey from I believe this was 1 season ago.
Whoa.
It was 20.
It changes every season.
Yeah, dude. It's
Right.
like when you change sponsors. Well, actually,
every year you've got like to have a different thing, right? Who's the designer though?
The designer. I mean, the logo was designed.
Okay, the
a long
logo.
time ago.
No, but
the jersey
shirts,
designer. I think it's Junhao. It's Tae
It's
Junhao.
Okay. He's also part of.
Tae Junhao Productions. Yeah. TJH.
See which this time round I want sweatpants or sweatshirts.
I want crop top.
Can you imagine you going with tank tops? It's like, great old girl. Oh.
I mean, it would be the most Singaporean thing to do to show up to a proto in a singlet,
Singlet and,
and a pair of
slippers.
shorts. Yeah. The army shorts. You know the curved
Although
cut
the
FPT ones.
FPT type.
Damn. Okay.
The decks that are playing, I think Steven is playing
Grixis. He's on Grixis control.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw him 2 rounds ago, I think. And Zongi is on Temur Delver or Ruck Delver or Canadian Threshold without any cards.
Threshold.
Without any cards with Threshold in them. I think. Now we see the card with Threshold, Nimble Mongoose.
Aha, okay.
So truly on Canadian Threshold.
Timo Delver, there we go. Updating. Yeah, I saw. I mean, I was walking around earlier and watching people play. Steven's deck. I think very 1-for-1. 1-for-1 removal. It feels.
Yeah, this is so sick. He's playing at Angraf's Rampage, and then he's gonna fetch, and he's got a stifle. This is There's so much stuff on the stack right now, right? There's a daze that's on the stack. There's a fetch on the stack.
All right, so
what is he forcing? That's the real question, right? He's gonna daze him again. It feels so bad, man. And that puts so many cards in the graveyard for that goose.
So you just destroyed one land, and
like a 1 mana Stone Rain.
Yeah,
and then his dazes traded for 2 cards in his opponent's hand, and
right.
1 card in his opponent's hand. But more importantly, it's about the mana, right?
Yeah, because Zongi's not losing anything, right? He's just putting lands back into his
and
hand.
even this Liliana is not great against
Nimble Mongoose,
Nimble Mongoose. But he's gonna brainstorm anyway.
Oh,
He's greedy. He's digging for the 3rd daze. I mean, I can only assume that's what he's looking for, right?
but it doesn't really matter because he's just gonna keep.
I
didn't
like the brainstorm here, right? Like he could have just bolted.
bolted the
Steven
Liliana. Yeah.
at the end of his turn, right? And then waited till his turn to play the brainstorm because then he gets more options in terms of card selection. He's drawing 1 card deeper,
And then he's
then
drawing
another card deeper,
Correct.
and then he can.
And he can play like a fetch, just to get rid of
for sure.
extra cards. So,
And the Liliana is kind of inconsequential, right? Like it doesn't interact with what he's doing right now.
exactly, it's just like saving. It's saving
Couple of life points.
life points for Steven. But I think in Zongi's head, maybe I want to get rid of the Liliana right now. Swing at the Liliana with the Nimble Mongoose and then bolt it down.
Yeah. But if that's the case, he would have had to bolt anyway, right? So why didn't you just bolt
then and after that.
Yeah. Instead of playing that brainstorm.
That's true.
Yeah, because he's not gonna be able to play the Liliana. He's not going to take the Liliana down if he doesn't play the bolt, right?
Oh, okay. So he's
gonna
playing
run
the
the Goyf.
Tamagoyf and after
Yeah.
that just pass the turn. Okay, that's interesting.
It's gonna be land instant sorcery, right? Is there even a sorcery? Oh, the Angraf's
Angraf's Rampage, yeah.
Angraf's Rampage was a sorcery, so it's 3/4.
Instant, yeah.
It's
Right, fatal push.
This is something that I'm always mindful of, right? Yeah.
Oh,
So he's wiping the board, and now he's going up with the Lily. Yeah. So one of the most important cards in the matchup is this Angraf's Rampage, right?
yeah. It's so it's so weird, right? Like you wouldn't imagine.
But it can get rid of True Name Nemesis as well. It's pretty key.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
There we go. Ungraph's Rampage.
And it's a solid answer to Ren and 6.
Oh yeah, turn two,
Yeah.
you know, just sacrifice your...
It's a versatile answer to Ren and 6. Not the best, obviously, right?
It's actually, well, that's the thing, right? Like Dreadball deals with like creature, but you have to target the creature, right? This one just targets the player. And, you know, by turn 2, how many artifacts are you going to have? By turn 2, how many planeswalkers or creatures are you going to have? Especially in Legacy.
Interesting.
Alright, Tarmogoyf being
also
down
choosing not to play the bolt at the end of his opponent's turn, keeping it in his hand.
Okay. Well, Tarmogoyf now is what, a 1...
A 1/3?
3, yeah.
Because of the Liliana. Might change a little bit.
Oh no, there's a creature in the graveyard. Sorry.
Because of the goose. Yeah,
mongoose.
So it's a 4/5 and -2, so it's a
2/4.
Yeah.
Well, that can get rid of Liliana.
I mean, you can pressure Liliana, right? Like, Liliana's probably at 6 right now, right?
Yeah. It's one turn, yeah.
So this is gonna be Ren. This is Ren and 6. You know, everybody's favorite $100 mythic rare.
Oh my gosh.
I saw you open one.
Yeah. Thank you. I actually opened like a foil one and sold it off for pretty penny. Yeah, should have kept it. Actually, I should have traded it for like a full playset of Ren and 6s. But so it's everywhere, dude. It's hilarious. It's like
okay. So it was at 5, right? Because if it was shrunken by the Liliana,
right, it would be
2 and he took 3. Oh, because he chipped it for 1 with the nimble.
With the normal
mongoose. So that 1 point really paid off, right? That 1 point really made the huge difference. So
but I don't
you can see
understand
why he's on our pro team.
But I don't understand why he didn't do it that turn itself, right? Like he wanted to drop the
I guess he thought that he wasn't worried about Liliana given that his
he had another Tarmogoyf as well. Yeah, okay, that's true.
But the combination of the two. But now he looks to be in a commanding position. He's got an active planeswalker. He's got no end of mana because he just keeps fetching with his land and getting it back with Ren 6. He's gonna return this Scowling Tarn to his hand.
I like that.
Delver.
Okay, so I've got a question. Like, why do you play the land first and then after that return the land? Right, I've seen players like...
I suppose it's a good way to manage, to overload your opponent information, right? Like, your opponent knows about the delta that you have before that. So you play the land first, and then you return the other land. So you just keep him having to change the thinking in his head, right? Okay. Because if Steven's going, he's got a delta, right? And then he lays the delta, he's like, oh, he's not Scowling Tarn. So he's got to shift gears. And essentially it's the same thing. I think it matters slightly different if there are basics in the deck to be spoken about, but in this version of the deck, there are no basics, so they pretty much get everything. You could play Wooded Foothills in this deck, for example. They achieve the same purpose. But yeah, you see, the synergy is really Delver Secrets and fetches because you can pseudo scry, right?
Yep.
You can flip it, reveal your days, which is terrible now, and then just
like
get it away, shuffle it away. Yeah. And not bad. Steven has a Gurmit Angler. We discussed this in the first round when we covered him about this card being. Well, I'm not a big fan of this card.
Gurmit Angler.
Yeah, it doesn't
in this format. In this format, I don't think that great lah.
I think it's good in the matchups that the deck is bad in because what you want to do is you want to disrupt them and then play an Angler and just beat them.
Okay, that's
quickly
true.
And they die. But in those matchups, I feel like the percentage points that the Angler adds to your deck versus the percentage points it takes away when you draw in a matchup like this, and like it gets outsized immediately by Goyf.
Yeah.
Right? Except for the fact that he delved away his Planeswalker, which now is
helps to
helps to manage that. But it gets outsized by Goyf. It gets stonewalled by True Nemesis. It watches Delver fly over its head. You know?
Would you recommend then like a Hogak or something like that?
I mean, you can't play Hogak because he doesn't have.
Oh, he doesn't have creatures, right?
Shenanigans from the graveyard and stuff. Right. I just play another Jace.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
Play another card that matters. Oh, but wow, he's found a wasteland, so this is gonna get silly very quickly because he's gonna be able to return the wasteland with his Ren 6.
The Ren 6, yeah.
And then he can't play it again, which is good for Steven, but it means that Steven is gonna.
It's just down to like Grixis mana, and that's it.
Yeah, spend the rest of this game on four mana or so. And we know that Zhongyi has a Stifle in his hand, so the next fetch is not gonna resolve. And this guy was on blocking duty.
How big is it going now?
I think it's a 4/5 still. Right. So you can actually offer up the double block, right?
And yeah.
Barring a removal spell on Steven's part. I think the double block is so risky though. So to be honest, I'd let Ren take the damage. Oh, he's attacking him?
No, he's attacking the Ren and
Yeah,
6.
yeah. I think you can let Ren take the damage.
Right, let it go down to 1 lightning bolt.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's
If he has a bolt,
at
least you didn't double block.
Yeah.
You could get
You would have lost both. You would have lost both creatures, which you were trying to pressure, and then.
And okay. He takes the middle position, which is to sacrifice his creature instant land sorcery, right? Because of no more Angra's Rampage.
Is
gone. Yeah. But with this ponder helps work towards that.
Yeah, Steven here managing, managing his graveyard very well. I think
so he's gonna force this ponder. Wow, that is aggressive. That is really aggressive.
Yeah, but the Tamagotchi gets to grow.
Yeah. At this point, I'm tempted to attack Steven and just let the Ren soak up some hits for you.
Yeah.
Right?
That's like 2 turns. 2 turns for Ren. And then if he doesn't attack, then, Ren and 6 just gets bigger.
So he attacks Ren down to 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
He attacks Ren down to 4, and then he gets hit by the Goy for 4 this turn.
Mm-hmm.
And Ren is at 2. Ren pings you for 1. Goy hits you for another. Hits you for 5 at that point because the Ren is in the graveyard.
Oh, yeah. So otherwise, then you just let the Ren go crazy.
So yeah, now Steven is in a really bit of a pickle.
Oi.
Yeah. Yep. Tongi sees the line and he's like, yeah, I am overall a beatdown deck. I don't really care about my Planeswalker if it's not,
if it's not like
yeah.
And plus, he's got like a stifle in hand.
Killing
so
the
like
player is the best form of removal.
Face is the place, yo. Yeah, and Steven here just stuck on 3 lands. Not great. Really gonna go for the
He's going for the Ren.
Okay.
How does he?
No, Ren doesn't go to the graveyard. It's a -1 or -2.
Yeah, but doesn't need to go to graveyard because the Goy becomes a 5. The Goy does 4. The Ren does 1.
Oh right, okay,
yeah,
that's true.
Oh yeah, he can. I mean, the Ren can ping itself, is what HC Fox is saying. But
whoa, a little bit, aggressive.
1 point too many.
Yeah. The combos, the combos.
You just ping, yeah.
But this card is like everywhere today. I
it's
think
in modern. It's in
It's in modern. Modern maybe not that much, but like it's definitely all over in Legacy.
Yeah.
Today just walking about like this.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! I had this conversation with somebody the other day about like I think Ren and 6 is fine. It's not like making. If you go to like MTG top 8, it's not like making 32 copies or like 20 something odd copies in the top 8. And then here I am today, like look around, it's like, oh, okay, maybe it's a little bit of a problem.
No, I don't like. I think we're too quick to call things problems and to say that they are.
We have to change the way you play Legacy. Right?
Yeah. And I think that so this is something that I guess Legacy players are guilty of more than most other players, right?
Mm-hmm.
To a certain extent, modern is that they don't want to change the decks. Right.
Okay.
Which is what motivates people to buy foils and to buy, like nice cards. Because they're like, I really like this deck, I really want to play it. And all of a sudden the card gets printed and they're like, it makes my deck pretty bad. Like, it feels bad to be the guy with like 4 Rishadan Ports and 4 Aether Vials and Mother of Runes and Thalias in a world where there's a lot of Ren and 6, right?
Oh, yeah.
But the truth be told, like, the prevalence of Ren and 6 is also down to the fact that people are playing with a new card. Like, they're like, this is a new card, I want to play with it, it's powerful. But we haven't had that kind of like inflection point where people start to adapt the meta game to it, right? It's just this reactionary kind of response.
Yep.
And cut alongside that is, unprecedented access to complaining.
Of course.
The internet.
Forums, those type of places. HC Fox saying issue with Ren and 6 that creatures and combat step is supposed to check waters. There's no O2 CMC creature that can kill or check a Ren. Goyf lah. Which is being played in a Ren and 6 deck, right?
Yeah, Goyf is. I mean, that's why we've seen Goyf come back. Like, for a long time, he's kind of the forgotten poster child, just relegated.
Nimble Mongoose.
He's Tom Cruise. Right?
Yeah.
Now he's back. Yeah.
Why is Nimble Mongoose Tom Cruise?
No.
Tamagotchi.
But yeah, Nimble Mongoose could be Tom Cruise. Like, he's small. agile. believes in
Can't
believes
jump,
in
right?
aliens.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Worships the alien god Ren and 6. I do think that it is very reminiscent of Deathrite Shaman, right? Because it lets landlight decks play more mana intensive spells because of the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
It lets landlight decks play a lot of colors because of the way it is. Because you can get fetches back, and it interacts and disrupts your opponent's game plan. And as HG Fox is arguing in a more fundamental way than Deathrite, like Deathrite work with the graveyard, attack the opponent's graveyard. This attacks the board.
And you can kill you could kill Deathrite Shaman easily. Ren and 6 just takes a little bit more work, right? Like either you don't let it hit the board, or
you know what's a good 0 and 2 mana creature that kills Ren and that keeps Ren and 6 in check? Wild Nakado.
Oh,
When's the last time you saw someone play a Wild Nakado?
in
any format?
Any format. Yeah, man. Time for a comeback, people.
Yeah.
We have to change the way like we play Legacy now, right? Because
I think that's what good cards do.
Yeah.
Good cards don't take over the format. Good cards just force you to evolve, force you to change, right?
And that's where Modern is right now, right? With the introduction of Force of Negation. Like we have to, we've seen people have to play very, very differently, right? The new decks are brand new. Things that we've never seen.
I argue that they didn't do anything by banning Bridge from Below because there's still a lot of
there's still Hogak everywhere.
I
championships.
I saw the new Hogak deck, like the day they banned Bridge, there was a Japanese guy who tweeted, said, "Yeah, you know what? Just put put some crabs in your Hogak deck, and we got a new deck." Yeah. Okay. So back to the game.
Yep.
Steven's leading off on a Chalice on one, and here's why I think being
Explosives on one.
Explosives on one. Sorry, and that's why I think being proactive in any format is good, right? This is an example of there's no wrong threats, only wrong answers.
Right.
Because Tongi seeing this Explosives on one just leads Ponder. And he's gonna untap. He's gonna play Ren 6. He's gonna play Tamagoyf. He's gonna play all sorts of 2 mana, 3 mana like threats. And then Steven's like, I wish I had an extra card in my hand. Right?
Oh damn.
Oh, there's a recent Naya Zulis with 4 wild card. I think that's good. I think
that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And Goblin Guide could be good again because it actually
Holy
attacks.
Shit, yeah. It drops in attacks, Ren 6 out there. You can bolt it too on that same turn.
And Explosives is a bad answer, in particular against this deck because Temur Delver plays Stifle. Right?
Oh yeah.
Getting Stifled,
investing 3 mana
into something and getting Stifled is
damn.
It's just rough, like it's just not a good day. Like it's Sunday, nobody wants to go home feeling that way. Nobody wants to start the week like, oh man, I just paid 3 mana for nothing.
But yeah, I mean, like these two guys are like on win and ins, right? We got one more round after this round.
Yeah, one more round.
Steven's got. I mean, like Zhongyi looks like he has the upper hand right now, and these two players have another chance to.
I
get
think
into the top 8.
with Zhongyi's deck, you're always mindful of the fact that you could flood out, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So effective use of brainstorms and stuff to mitigates that. Plus, if your opponent just lays four straight basics, you can't do anything to interact with his mana, and then all your dazes become blank and stuff like that, right? And so you see the strength of him being on the play versus him being on the draw, right? On the play, Zhongyi would have had a Stifle here, and for this fetch land, which would have been
that would be like one mana like landy.
So you see, he's drawn his goose. He might play a Goyf here, or might just play even slower.
I think you start off with the Nimble Mongoose, right, and then just chill.
Yeah, I try and bait him into playing to activating the Explosives. Are there 5 or 6 rounds? 5 rounds.
5 rounds.
Yeah, we came in just under the threshold for 6 rounds. 6
32?
rounds, 32, right? We're at 30.
30, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I believe we're at 30.
Just nice.
Yeah. So, we can all be home at a reasonable time.
Hopefully.
Gone to the dark days of the Miracles Mirrors and having to hold my pee in for an hour.
Okay, but the thing is, right, like the last 3 rounds, every game has gone to time.
Yeah.
Ren and 6 has warped the format a little bit. I think, control decks are like really controlling, which is great and all, but time is quite a bit of concern.
I also think that a part of what contributes to the lengthiness of the rounds is also the relative inexperience of some of the players.
Okay.
Some of these players are transitioning over from
modern
or standard, or have just not played for a while.
Transition from standard That's a
Legacy. They're like,
big.
yeah, why bother with shock lands? I already played that in standard. I want to play with shock lands that don't do damage.
Sure, why not?
I want
That's
to make
like
2 colors of
pay,
mana
like,
for no pain at all.
let's pay
No
like
pain.
20 times the price for like the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not? Why not?
It came down to decking.
What do you mean? It came down to
Okay.
decking. How?
Okay. Admittedly,
like-
if none of you have mana, then it does have to come down to decking.
Like everybody
And, like-
just like take back the wasteland, right?
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
every turn, if you both have Ren and 6s, you're just keeping each other's Ren and 6 in check. I'm going to ping
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll ping you. It's mutually assured destruction.
Sure, all my stuff in the graveyard have like retraced, but I have no lands. Oh, sad.
So Zhongyi taking a very clever line here, playing into but also around the explosives by having his goose
What?
up with a stifle.
What
This is Plague Engineer.
the hell?
So
Plague
it's gonna name
Engineer.
Mongoose, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
That-
believe it's a as it comes into play trigger. So it's not a
Let's see.
Tang Yuan Ying. Time for you to start paying installments on your legacy deck.
Or for Lemmy
So
Messiah.
I know who Tang Yuan Ying is like.
Okay.
It's either somebody who works for us, so he knows that there is an installment plan for
Whoa,
one
whoa,
of our
whoa.
employees, or it's somebody that Johan plays with.
Okay.
As it comes into play. Okay, so
Yeah.
no,
So
there's no chance.
so
to
there's
stifle
no
this.
yeah. Well, can you imagine you can like stifle like a Plague Engineer type effect? That would really suck.
Yeah, because it will have no chosen type. Would that mean therefore
There's
that
nothing-
shapeshifters?
No.
Oh, there is
Shapeshifter
no
has
type.
something. Yeah. There's no
Yeah.
type. There's no type. Right.
Yeah.
Like artifacts has no color.
yeah.
All
I think that's
lands.
fine. I don't think Zhongyi needs to fight over this because
Yeah.
it's kind of like an overlap here, right? Like the
His-
goose is covered by the
The
explosives.
engineer explosives. Yeah.
So he doesn't need to worry too much about it. All he needs to really worry about is getting his opponent's Plague Engineer off the board and
Oh.
wasting his opponent's land.
But it is a 2/2. I mean, like it is a 2/2 Death Touch, which means
Yeah,
that
but
he
he has
can
a
trade
bolt.
with.
He has bolt to cover that, right? He has this lightning
Right.
bolt.
Okay.
It's a beautiful beta lightning bolt sitting in his hand.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It did come in, did trade for one creature, and then it's gonna go out trading
Trading
for
for
a
another card, right?
card. Yeah.
But I think you're a little bit ahead of Steven right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
because
And if he knows the cards that he put back on top of his library, he can actually flip his Delver and then use the fetch to shuffle it away, right? He can do 3 things in one turn. He can waste his opponent's land, play a Delver, play a lightning bolt.
and that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So he's gonna waste his opponent's land.
And I think that's the beauty of this deck is that you're playing Magic on a completely different level from everyone else.
Oh, okay.
Right?
He's offering up.
He's attacking into it.
He's offering up the trade. Really
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
He's trying to say, yeah,
I want you to use your
I have more
nail
keys in
spell
my
bomb.
hand.
Oh.
Yeah. Because the spellbomb doesn't work, right? Spellbomb doesn't take care of
Oh, it only
both
takes care of
graveyard.
one graveyard,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay, so
Casting
Delver
that bolt
here.
is gonna feel like $100. Well, it depends on the condition of the lightning bolt, but most of the time it might feel like casting $500.
I'll kill you with money, friend. Pew.
Yeah. Oh, it's Richard. Oh, yeah. Hey, Richard, I thought you were supposed to be playing today.
Wah wah.
Wah, wah.
Wife aggro. Maybe.
Oh.
Girlfriend aggro.
If it's a wife, it's not one that Richard or I know about.
Whoa. Ding, ding, ding. Isn't that just Storm? No.
Okay, so he's passing. Ah, okay. So thingy is untapping. I think he knows the card on top of his library, so he's gonna let Delver flip and then probably wash it away with a.
With a fetch, yeah.
Yeah, so he knows that it's a stifle.
Alright.
Holding,
So-
you can't
but
do
he's
that.
gonna
No. The moment he's seen the card, is sufficient for.
Oh
Okay.
no. He's gonna let he
he's
flips.
gonna let
He
it flip.
flips.
Okay,
alright,
he's gonna let it
he flips.
Okay, he's letting it flip.
Not a
So now he's
No,
thinking
but
about-
he doesn't
he
want
doesn't want him to
Tongi to draw yet.
the stifle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
'Cause
Tony's
he knows
happy
the
because Tony
stifle,
has a
yeah.
backup stifle in his hand.
Mm. So this fetch is gonna be
Yeah, so
probably
now
gonna get
Steven's
stifled.
worried, right? Because Steven's like, I want to get a card off of my Nihil Spellbomb,
Mm-hmm.
but if I tap that low, and I try to activate my explosives, and he does have a stifle, then it's hard for me to fight,
Mm.
right? It's hard for me to like play
Mm.
a spell back.
And he's gonna be paying the cost. Yeah. Okay. So
yeah,
he's paying
to
the
be
price.
honest, HG Fox, I don't think the spell one really matters.
Yeah.
But
It makes the Tarmogoyf a little bit smaller. Now there's what
yeah.
artifact, sorcery, instant land.
Oh, I think what
Still
HG
big.
Fox means is the card of the spell one doesn't matter as much as resolving the activation of the E.
Okay. Get what
Which
you mean.
is tough because
Okay,
so
so
this is still in Zhongyi's draw upkeep.
and here I think you stifle, right?
I don't think
No,
so. Yeah, I think
because like you want
you
to
have the
stop
discipline
the.
to wait for that. And I don't think he actually has a stifle, right? Unless it's the last card in his hand.
Is there a better skull?
It from a rock deck? Probably not.
No, right? I'm trying to identify
deck
what's the card next
From
to
a
the
deck that
lightning
has
bolt.
6 colored sources. What if
Oh,
deck
okay, so he
engineering
does
is
have a
Mongoose.
stifle.
Mongoose Johan.
Yeah. You
The
bolt,
goose
right,
the
yeah.
goose was loose.
Okay, so
for
he
a
gets rid
while.
of the Delver. That's fine.
Yeah. I think you
that's
can
fine.
bolt here. I think it's fine to bolt here. But at this point you shuffle away the do you shuffle away the stifle?
I think I would like. There's nothing else that you need a stifle for. Ooh, okay.
I think he's trying to stifle the 4th land.
right.
It's
Okay.
like, it's
So
a
he
way-
stifled the. Oh.
Yeah. I think he's keeping it to stifle. So his reasoning is how is my Goyf gonna die? If my Goyf's gonna die through a Liliana of the Veil activation or like a Jace the Mind Sculptor bounce, then the stifle's good, right? If my Goyf's gonna die to a strict removal spell,
But I mean, did he keep in the dazes?
The
in
Jaces?
his- No, the
Dazes?
the dazes in his
he has a
deck,
daze in his
That's
hand
it.
right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that fourth land
Yeah.
is going to be very important. Right. Okay.
So it's interesting. I think I feel safer about keeping cards like Stifle when I have access to oh,
Oh, it's
Tongi
got Death
realizing
Touch.
it's got Death Touch.
Oh, it's got Death Touch.
Ah.
Womp womp. Womp womp. All right. So just bolt it. Okay, so you missed out a bit of damage, but
yeah,
I
so
think
he-
that's
he-
fine, right?
So okay, this is I think a hallmark of a great player is that you realize you made a mistake, right? But you're not too proud to admit that you made a mistake, and then you play it in a way that doesn't compound on that mistake.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
I didn't know he had Death Touch. I could be super embarrassed and like hide my head and not play this ball, but I'm just gonna play this ball anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really bad, but at least my Goif is still around.
Yeah.
You know,
It,
and I think
it goes back to your game plan, lah.
yeah,
Right.
and I think Zhongyi is that's the home. That's what sets aside someone who's aspiring to be good and someone who's really good, right?
Yeah.
It's just being able to say, I don't have to be 100% all the time.
Yeah.
But I have to have the right attitude towards the game.
Mm.
You see the 4th land,
Ho-ho.
but he's tapped out because because of that bolt, Zhongyi chose to play his Delver. He doesn't have a stifle open. So this is that mistake being compounded, right? Like
Yeah.
this game is slipping away slowly because now Zhongyi doesn't have the extra card the non-stifle card he would have drawn. Or the maybe stifle card that he would have drawn this
Yeah,
turn.
but I mean like Steven here. Oh, okay. Steven here.
If he
know.
plays a 3, he's just gonna get hit by this daze so hard. He's gonna fly into the next day. Oh, okay.
Ooh,
This is
okay.
okay.
Alright.
So this is
So
not too bad. Like we said, we've discussed this an umpteenth number of times, right?
Mm.
Because it's a Del creature, Steven can control the size of his graveyard
Oh.
and so reduce the threat of the Goyf. The problem
Yeah.
is it doesn't answer the Delver. Delver's just gonna fly over
Yeah.
and
It's
peck
just gonna
him.
be a, like 3.
And inevitably, that Goyf is going to outsize your angler. And your angler doesn't do anything to advance the game state for you, right? It's not like it's Liliana working towards an ultimate. It's not like it's Jace drawing you extra cards or bouncing creatures. It really is just a 5 mana, like a 5/5.
5/5,
Just a massive.
that's it.
Yeah, it's
Right.
a chonky boy.
Well, the addition,
This is a chonker.
the addition of like the delve aspect of the creature, right, does
Yeah,
help
yeah.
you control your graveyard. But I don't think that is
Yeah. And with
all
this-
too
And
important.
with this ponder, I think Zhongyi has found Ren 6. And
Eee.
Ren 6 is pretty good. We had a situation in the first round where the Ren 6 player could have made a great like super attack where he attacked with 2 Goyfs and it's most like, it's only 4 power or your Goyfs, then he could have abrupt decayed his own Ren 6 to put a Planeswalker into the graveyard to make it 5/6. It would have been insane. But that's like that's too
That's a
ballsy
bit too, yeah.
That to me is like, I'm gonna throw away 2 cards two
No, but I mean,
really
like,
good
if it wins you that game,
yeah. But you know, like people are conservative.
a little bit too much.
So this is a very tough ponder. But you see that he likes it, right? There's a bolt, there's a Ren 6, and he's like, yeah, these are all great cards.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna take this Ren 6. I'm gonna play this Ren 6 because it's gonna get me back a land.
Yeah. Wow. Does he still? Oh yeah. He still got Scouting Tan in his yard.
And that Scouting Town is gonna let him play a Stifle. Should it come to that?
Yeah.
He's thinking about it. He thinks, okay, maybe if I attack and he blocks at the angler, I can ping it with the Ren 6. So maybe I attack first, right? If he attacks first and he doesn't do anything, then
he's just taking like lots of damage.
Yeah, but I think Zhongyi's decided like, okay,
I like to keep my Ren 6 around a bit longer because now it goes to 4.
It goes to 4. So if Steven attacks it, then at least he doesn't have a blocker, right? And we know that 2 cards down is a bolt. On
oh side, yeah, okay.
From what we saw on the ponder, so it is intelligent in his part. I would have liked the attack,
like both swinging, right?
Attack. Yeah.
You have the Ren and 6, like look at me, look at me.
Because he can trade his Goif plus the Ren activation for the angler, right? But odds are on that Steven's like, oh, if he's attacking, you know, I need to be able to handle this Ren 6. He might take the damage, and if he does take the damage, then he's in bolt range, right? He's very clearly in bolt range, right? Because the one Ren 6 activation plus a bolt kills him. But knowing that this didn't play out the way that he thought, Zhongyi's passing on the bolt that he saw with that ponder.
Okay.
To leave Stifle up.
Just.
Yeah, I think it's plausible that Ren 6 goes face.
Liliana's Triumph. I think you can give up the Goif at this point, right?
It's an edict.
Yeah.
Giving up the Goif means that you lose the. So here's where the attack would have been good because any removal spell on your opponent's side
would have just nullified.
Yeah. So you might as well cash the Goif in, right? Either you cash it in for the angler or you cash it in for 4 points.
Right.
So and his hand looking pretty anemic here.
It's what, Daze and Stifle.
Yeah, Daze and a Stifle. I didn't like the shuffle of the lightning bolt, the shuffling away of the lightning bolt. He sacks the thing. He sacks. Yep.
Sacks the Delver. That's interesting.
Oh, I see what this is. He wants. Oh. Well, it would make sense to keep the bolt. Even more sense to keep the bolt.
Yeah, because so you're gonna.
I think if this is how it. If he had kept the ball, this makes a lot of sense. He wants his opponent to attack the Ren 6.
It goes to the graveyard after you can.
I have a 5/6. I hit you for 5, and I bolt you for 8. I bolt you to when you're.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I think he has to set the Delver there. I think it's good that Steven plays the fetch land because then at least one of his spells is live. It's interesting here. Very, very interesting. That's a Flusterstorm, so that's a blank. No real way to gain traction. I rather he put the question to him, right? I rather he go,
do you have...
I'll attack you with the Goif, and then if you block, then I'll ping it with the Ren. Right? And if not, you take 4 from the Goif, and I'll ping you, and I'll put you at 3.
Which then becomes...
Yeah. Do you attack next turn? Do you kill my Ren? If you don't kill my Ren, then I'm just going to ping you for 1. Ever so slowly. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it might become...
Oh man, that's a nice draw.
Drawing.
Fatal push.
Huh.
Probably going to try the Daze.
Yeah, I think he might try the whole sequence of dazing and stuff now. Yeah. Because there's no real reason not to.
Daze and Flusterstorm?
Yeah, he's going to daze, make his opponent pay. Then he's going to fluster it. And then
1, 2, 3...
And then on the third...
4 copies, yeah.
Yeah, on the third copy, he can stifle the land that's in play.
Oh, right. Okay. Good point.
So I think Zhongyi's going to seize it. Yeah. He's going to get hit. Yeah. So this stifle is going to pay off. But the thing is, this
is way too many cards just to deal with this, but I guess that's fine.
So he's going to pay.
Okay.
So he's played push, daze, and now the third spell is going to be Flusterstorm.
Yep.
right?
So Flusterstorm for 3. Steven goes to crack his land.
Push.
But Steven knows
Daze.
about the
He knows about
the
Stifle.
stifle.
He knows about Stifle from the Delver.
Yeah.
So Steven's, this is impossible.
Mm.
I really think he should attack.
Right.
Right
you
now
can
he's
trade off, like,
he's just in a losing position, right?
and then you have a Ren and 6 on your side of the board. That's it, right? Like that would.
Yeah, but it's Ren versus
The nothing Ren versus like empty board. Oh, Flusterstorm, your Flusterstorm. Okay. Sure.
So he's gonna fluster 2 copies of the thing. I think I might need to go over there and do some graphical representation.
Or no, Ben. They are sorting itself out. So,
I need an excuse to go to the toilet anyway.
okay.
So. Alfred can hop in.
Avian, come on, get to work. Yeah, so 3 copies of Flusterstorm versus his Flusterstorm, which now has 4 copies. He can target. I mean, like, he can target the same thing over and over again.
Wait a second, what's happening here? Why so many Flusterstorms?
Yeah. Because Flusterstorms.
Oh man.
So the Stifle and the Flusterstorms all get counted. So 4 copies. So he can pay for 2 copies. Right. Ben. Yeah, they're working out. I mean, like, 1 copy for each Flusterstorm. So Zhongyi here can draw. Can pay for the Flusterstorm, right?
Yeah.
So the okay.
Wait.
So all the copies of Steven's Flusterstorm can just hit the days,
Right.
right?
Wait, who's getting this?
Steven's getting days.
Why
So
did you just tap the one?
Steven casts the. Yeah, let's bring you back up to speed. For those of you who are
Wait, new phone.
completely confused, that's my phone. That's not new. Steven here casts a fatal push on the Goyf.
On the Goyf, right.
Okay, Zhongyi dazed the Goyf. Steven paid for the daze. The daze is gone. Okay, Zhongyi proceeded to Flusterstorm this entire board. And then Steven went to fetch for the extra land. And Zhongyi went to stifle that fetch.
Okay.
And Steven cast a giant Flusterstorm.
Ah.
Floosh. Floop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's confusing.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So now they're doing a little bit of math. Who can pay what? So for every mana that Zhongyi pays, Steven pays 1 mana.
Right.
That's it. That's all it is. That's
Okay.
all it is. And so all of Zhongyi's stifles are on the fatal push.
Prepaid. Okay.
Fatal push, yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
3 copies will be now. Yeah, that's correct. 4 Flusterstorms aimed at push versus 6 copies. No. 3 copies of Flusterstorm aimed at push. 3, not 4. And then 5 copies aimed at
That is here.
5 copies aimed at thing. So okay, at the end of the day, Steven still was not able to pay that 1 extra because of the sequence of events.
Yeah.
That stifle really did, really did matter quite a bit. Steven here just trying to get the Ren 6 off the board, but now Zhongyi has a 5/6
5/6
Goyf.
with bolts in his deck.
Damn. Nimble Mongoose. So it goes down to 2. Nimble Mongoose means that you can't block both my creatures.
I would keep a card in hand because of Brainstorm.
Oh, Snapcaster.
Oh, wow.
Ow.
Okay. So this game is back and forth, but there's nothing you can do to stop him from the top. Stop the top of his deck from.
Yeah,
hitting you.
yeah. Come on.
He's playing another land. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Come on, Steven, you can do it. But he has to
Trying to
leave.
force a
Yeah.
game 3.
With 10 minutes left, like these two decks.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Did Steven exile the fatal push? You're right. He didn't. It's still sitting at the top of his graveyard
Is the Fatal Push supposed to be exiled?
because he flashed it back with Snapcaster Mage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll go fix it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good point, good point. Engineered Plague. That's interesting. So he's gonna... Yeah. Nice one, Ben. So he's just going white. Big creatures. Many creatures. And Death Touch 2/2, not bad. Names humans probably. No. Yeah, they're just trying to get through this game so that they can go to game 3. Steven here.
Oh, Ren 6.
Oh, Ren 6.
He's got a
Pause.
Hydroblast. He's got a Force. Puts in
Force.
another one.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Another Ren 6 and then that ends the game, but
Kills
maybe...
human. Name is human. Oh, it's because it's your opponent's creatures. So it's not going to kill his own humans.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Delver.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's what HG Fox is
Yep.
saying. Yeah. Is this Bolt?
Oh man, Zhongyi must be like super regretting the shuffle right now.
Yeah.
My
I thought it was a
Bolt.
perfect ponder. I thought it had everything he wanted.
It's like fetch. It had...
Oh, he's conceding.
Yeah. So we're going to game 3. Whoa.
Game 3 with 8 minutes left.
Yeah, Steven here pulling out the win. But they still got one more game to go. Yeah, that was weird. That was...
So I think on the play, the Temur Delver deck is very much favored.
Oh man, Stifle.
Right?
Yeah, Stifle for
phases
your
are all
moves.
on board. But you can see that Steven has a lot of like tools to help himself in this scenario. I think Tony also thinking about the configuration he's running, realizing how some of the threats are more important than others.
Yeah.
Yeah, how some of the cards are stronger than he thinks. The bolts, in particular, giving him some amount of reach in a deck that can't gain life.
And doesn't play too bad. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't play counter spells like Zhong Yi's deck
Yeah.
does, right? Like, it's just hard force.
Yeah.
Force
and
of
the
will,
fact
and
that
then
his
that's
opponent
it.
has a combination of explosives and anglers that might not, that might mean that the geese are not as good because the geese, can't punch through an angler, get eaten up along with your delvers by engineer explosives.
Right. So we might as well just change that, right?
And the fact that missed 4 damage came back to haunt him. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he should have attacked with that
Damn.
Goyf a lot earlier.
That's true. Yeah, we
but,
forgot about that.
Hey, if this guy is on our pro team and we
That's-
can point out what potential lines would have been better for him,
Then our pro team just gets better, right?
Yeah, and it means
that's the
that
whole point of
anybody
this.
can be on our pro team.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Woo.
You, chat, can be on our pro team.
It's not to mean that Zhong Yi is
not to mean that the pro
Zhong
team
Yi
is,
yeah.
or that the pro team is persisting because they're doing away with that at the end of the season.
Damn it.
Damn it.
No,
All
people
that
can, I
free-
mean, like,
all that free advertising.
I mean, people can just still go in like Grillga
Yeah,
Games
yeah,
teachers,
yeah,
right?
yeah. course.
With Grillga Games
And we will
sleeves.
support whoever decides to go and play.
How about like GOG playmats, man? Like just
I feel
full
like-
on black. with,
I feel like the playmat.
oh no, you don't get to play with playmats on the feature match.
True. That and like it's so competitive, the landscape for playmats.
Mm.
It's not like sleeves, right? Where there's like enough wear and sufficient wear and tear that you go through them quickly.
No, but I mean,
Playmats just like people will just they'll use their playmats and then over and over until they die.
like,
And
No, but that's the
every
thing, right,
GB
like,
gives
it's-
you one.
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, they're called Magic Fest
Magic
now.
Fest, I'm sorry.
I have not
So
gone
he-
to a single Magic Fest since
We
they
saw
renamed it.
Stephen Mulligan a hand that had no black sources.
Ouch.
But now we see Stephen Mulligan another hand where it looks like he's got 7 cards, but he really has to put one back, and he has Surgical Extraction in his hand, which is not a card.
Yeah.
Not a card I ever want to bring in this matchup. I don't know why.
It's
people
not
keep
great,
doing
yeah.
that. You're right. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to get? Do you want to get Wasteland? That sounds terrible. You're paying 2 life or 1 mana to not add to the board, not solve any of your problems.
What mood the Ren and 6 like activation? That doesn't feel very good.
Yeah. I mean, the old school way of beating one of the ways of beating Canadian Trash was to waste their green source and then extract it so they could never play the threats. But I don't think that's the case here. I don't think that's
That's a very roundabout way of doing
I
things.
don't think that's a feasible way of doing things.
All right, so deciding a second card to get rid of.
And so this is also a matchup where I don't like Force of Will.
Is that Aria of no?
No. Might be Pyroclasm? Maybe.
Like,
Yeah. So it's Landover, this eponymous, the signature card.
all right, so let's see. Blind flip Delver. What's your odds? I don't think it will flip.
I mean, you could math it out, right? Based on the number of cards in his hand versus the number of cards left in his deck.
Do you want to like brainstorm right at the beginning?
I don't think you're in that much of a hurry. I think card selection is important. Plus, brainstorm means it eats up mana on your turn, which you could use for Stifle and for Spell Pierce.
Right.
So I'm not inclined to. I think you take whatever comes. I think you might be more inclined the following turn to brainstorm if you have a brainstorm, because then
You can
it at
ponder.
least
I mean,
stops it
like.
from getting knocked away by Plague Engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, not that
Not that
important.
important, yeah. And fetching for Volcanic on Steven's part means that he probably has a red Elemental Blast. Yep.
Oh,
Pyroblast.
so that is okay. So that's a Pyroblast.
Oh, interesting. He's waiting on his Pyroblast. He's gonna live to regret that.
Oh no.
He's gonna live to regret that. This is gonna be bad. He's gonna play this Pyroblast. It's gonna get like something's gonna happen.
No.
Why wait?
Spell
Why
Pierce.
wait? This Spell
Daze.
Pierce is so good. This Flusterstorm is so good. This Spell Pierce is so
Ouch. Yeah, and no Force of Will from
good. Oh,
Steven's
he doesn't
side.
have a land? Oh, he has a land. Oh, he's gonna waste his
Wasteland
land.
and
Oh,
just
yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is
This
gonna
is
be
Time Walk. Right? It's basically Time Walk. I feel like people don't play against Delver enough. Like we spent so long where Delver was bad that people forgot how to play against Delver, right?
Oh yeah.
They forgot how to sequence their spells. They forgot when they can afford to fetch basics and when they can't afford to fetch basics. So look, he's got this covered with the Stifle in his hand. Right? Is there a Stifle? Or is that another Spell Pierce? There's a Stifle, right? That's the third card from the front.
No, that's a Spell Pierce, I think. No.
He's gonna
That's a Spell
brainstorm.
Pierce.
He's gonna
That's a
play this
Spell Pierce.
brainstorm. Yeah.
Alright, so brainstorm for lands. Lands are good.
Yeah. You only ever want to draw 2 lands in this deck.
Yeah.
Because then you cast Ren and 6 and you just draw infinite lands. Yeah, that was good for like 9 damage. If he has immediate
least.
activation and he's not playing around Stifle, it could only get probably 6.
Yeah,
But still, like you see, the Stifle is right in the front of his hand. Like
yeah. Okay.
it's so sick. Like
Dude, he's got
shuffling
like
a brainstorm away.
Yeah.
What's your life gonna be like? How good is your life gonna be
When
that you can shuffle away a brainstorm? I don't like this fetch for I don't like the fetch for the Volcanic here. I know what he's doing. He's worried that if he cracks his fetch in response, his opponent can activate the explosive in response.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
That's
But he
true.
can just crack his fetch in his upkeep, his next upkeep, where he has 2 mana open, right?
Yeah, he doesn't need. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Because
drawing an
keeping
extra
that-
brainstorm would have been great.
Yeah, what if his opponent plays what if his opponent plays a wasteland here? Yes,
Well,
he's got
he's
Stifle.
Stifle.
Okay. He can.
And you know
daze
Steven is
the-
not playing
Yeah.
Wastelands.
He's not gonna. Steven's gonna wait till his opponent's turn to activate. Okay. And this is gonna get stifled. This is the quickest stifle ever. I've never seen a quicker stifle.
Ouch.
Oh, this is Ren 6.
Yeah, fetch
You
land.
can play Ren 6 or you can play Goose and Spell Pierce up. Right?
Yeah. So he's still got a
Does he
he's
have a
got
Goose? He doesn't
he's
have
got
a
a goose, right?
No goose,
No,
just-
he shuffled it away.
Yeah.
He shuffled it away with the ponder. He had a goose just now.
Yeah. He has Ren 6 days and Ren 6 days and Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce. So yeah, just being patient here. I don't think there's anything that Tommy needs to
He needs to come to him, like, right? He needs to.
Steven needs to find the answers.
Yeah. What's the best possible answer here? Strix is really good, right?
yeah.
Strix dodges all the cards in his hand, but Strix doesn't dodge Ren 6.
Oh, sadness. Okay, so Snapcaster here.
Yeah, he has an option to stifle the Snapcaster if he really wants. But he has no more stifle, right? This is gonna get dazed.
I think you can pay for the days, right?
Oh, well, Steven can't.
No, you go Spell Pierce.
I think
Pierce first.
I think it's actually makes sense for Tony to pick up the land so that if he casts a brainstorm, he can shuffle the land away, right?
Okay. Yep. Okay.
But it looks like he might be choosing to pay mana for the days. I don't like this at all. Paying mana for the days is poor because you're not going to make your land drop next turn anyway. Odds are on because your deck is so land light.
Mm.
You might as well bounce it, right? But this leaves, if your opponent has some form of interaction here.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so he's deciding
if
to
your opponent has
just pick
some
up
form
the...
of interaction here, then it's really bad, right? Isn't it? Just pick up. Yeah, just pick something up. Why?
Oh, no. Okay.
Now your opponent knows you have a days too. Okay, but now at least he has the days for... Steven's active
Steven
player.
active player, okay. So time has been called.
Time to call. So this is turn 1. And this is why he kept the days, because if his opponent has force, he has days for his opponents.
Right,
Yep.
okay. No, but I mean, like, he's also got Spell Pierce, right? Like, he would have...
Yeah.
Oh, he chooses not to get rid of the...
He's choosing not to play another threat. He's choosing to return a land so he can keep his opponent off mana.
Mm.
Yeah, so he's gonna hit that. He's gonna attack his opponent for 3 in the air. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, his Ren and 6 can... I mean, like, he can keep ticking up the Ren and 6. Like, it's going to take forever for Steven to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Alright, but
This is brainstorm.
we've only got, like, 3 turns.
Yeah, this is turn 2 of extra turns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey She-Fox, I initially thought don't be greedy, but then I thought about, okay, he's keeping the days so that he can play a free spell, play the days as protection for his Ren and 6 should his opponent have Force of Will.
Mm.
But
So
Steven
has what? Land? It looks like he has
So this
Force of Will and... What's that last card in hand? Goma Angler, okay.
Angler might not be good enough, I think. I mean, it's close.
Yeah, but they're going to... I mean, they're at time.
Yeah, but this is
Right.
turn 3. Zhongyi has
This
2
is
turns.
turn-
This is turn 2. Steven's turn 2.
Right,
Zhongyi
Zhongyi
is
has got
turn
turn
three.
3, right?
He's got turn 3, he's got turn 5.
Yeah, so versus... I mean, like...
Oh, he drew a ball. He drew a ball, boys.
Of course.
It's a ball. You should see my face.
It's a ball. Of course. Picks up a land.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I meant by HD Fox, by when people know when to fetch for basics and when they should fetch for something else.
Yeah.
And I think he spent too much time worrying about... He wanted too much to Pyroblast his opponent's Delver early that he compromised his mana base, and as a result, he ended up in the situation that he's in, right?
Mm.
Yeah, the game was... To put it in a kind of clickbait fashion, the game was lost on turn 1, right?
Whoa.
On the turn 1 where he chose to wait till his opponent's turn to play the Pyroblast.
Yeah, that was a bit puzzling, right? That I thought should have been like immediately, you lay the land, you crack the fetch, and after that you just, get rid of your opponents.
Yeah, if that was your line at least.
Mm.
Okay, so cool. That was an exciting game. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll be back quite shortly because that was...
It was
the
a
last
greedy
few
play to
games.
see the card from Delver. Yeah, you're right. Like, he just wanted to see what the card was.
But a bit too late.
A bit of a pervert, trying to...
Peeping Tom.
Maybe a peeping Tom. Yeah. Peeping Toms get punished.
All right.
Especially if you're an NUS student.
Whoa. Yeah, we'll be back in a short bit, so don't go away. Remember, join us on the streams Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Singapore time, twitch.tv, as well as on youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. And do follow us on our Facebook and Twitter. Our Twitter is @GreyOgreSG. We'll be back, so don't go away. See you guys.